Previous year question and answer solution of Stream Electronics and Communication Engineering. Semester 5 subject Electromagnetic Waves MCQ. Question 1. What is the difference between a scalar and a vector quantity? Answer. A scalar has only magnitude. A vector has both magnitude and direction. Question 2. What is the intrinsic impedance of free space? Answer. Eta naught equals 377 ohms. Question 3. In a TEM wave, how are the E field and H field oriented with respect to propagation? Answer. In a TEM wave, E field perpendicular to H field. Both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation and mutually perpendicular. Question 4. What is the skin depth of a perfect conductor? Answer. For a perfect conductor, conductivity sigma tends to infinity. Delta equals 0. Question 5. What is the length of a half-wave dipole antenna at 10 MHz? Answer. L equals lambda by 2 equals C by 2F equals 3 times 10 to the power 8 divided by 2 times 10 to the power 7 equals 15 meters. Question 6. If A and B are vector quantities, what is A dot B? Answer. The dot product. A dot B equals modulus A times modulus B times cosine theta. Question 7. Electric field inside a conducting sphere is always 0. Answer. 0. From Gauss's law in conductors. Question 8. Does phase velocity depend on frequency in a lossless line? Answer. No. Phase velocity in a lossless line is independent of frequency. Question 9. Is TEM mode of propagation possible in a rectangular waveguide? Answer. No. Rectangular waveguides support TE and TM modes only, not TEM. Question 10. What are the primary parameters of a transmission line? Answer. Primary parameters are R equals resistance per unit length, L equals inductance per unit length, G equals conductance per unit length, C equals capacitance per unit length. Question 11. What is Laplacian of a scalar quantity V in rectangular Cartesian coordinates? Answer. Del squared V equals partial squared V by partial x squared plus partial squared V by partial y squared plus partial squared V by partial z squared. Question 12. What is the Poynting vector? Answer. The Poynting vector represents power flow density, watts per square meter, S bar equals E bar cross H bar. It gives instantaneous rate of electromagnetic energy flow. Previous year question and answer solution 2023 to 2024. Question 1. What is the unit of attenuation constant? Answer. Nepper per meter, NP per meter, decibel per meter, dB per meter is also used, but the standard SI is NP per meter. Question 2. An EM wave is propagating in a rectangular waveguide. What is the value of tangential component of E field at the metal walls of the waveguide? Answer. For a perfect conductor, tangential ET equals 0 on the metal walls. Question 3. How gain and directivity of an antenna is related? Answer. G equals eta R multiplied by D, where G equals gain, D equals directivity, eta R equals radiation efficiency, 0 to 1. Question 4. If A is a vector quantity, A cross A equals 0 bar. Question 5. What is the relation between B and H? Answer. For a linear isotropic medium, B equals mu H. Question 6. Whether a distortionless line is also a lossless line. Answer: no. Distortionless condition. R by L equals G by C. R and G may be non-zero, so the line can have loss even if it is distortionless. Question 7. Whether TEM mode of propagation is possible in a parallel plate waveguide. Answer: yes. Two parallel perfect conductors with dielectric between them support a TEM mode, like a parallel plate transmission line. Question 8. What is a Hertzian dipole antenna? Answer: an infinitesimally short linear dipole, length less than lambda, carrying uniform time-varying current. It is an ideal elementary radiator used for analysis. Question 9. If A, B, and C are vectors, A cross B cross C equals B times A dot C minus. Answer: vector triple product. A cross B cross C equals B times A dot C minus C times A dot B. So the missing term is C times A dot B. Question 10. In a uniform plane wave, E/H equals question mark. Answer: E by H equals eta, where eta is the intrinsic impedance of the medium. Eta naught is approximately 377 ohms for free space. Question 11. What is the relation between VSWR and refrac on coefficient? Answer: VSWR equals 1 plus modulus gamma divided by 1 minus modulus gamma, where gamma is the magnitude of the voltage reflection coefficient. Question 12. A rectangular waveguide has width A and height B. If A is greater than B, what is the wavelength of the longest wave which can propagate through the waveguide? Answer: dominant mode is TE10, with cutoff wavelength lambda C10 equals 2A. So the longest wavelength that can propagate is 2A. Previous year question and answer solution 2022 to 2023. Question 1. State Biot-Savart law. Answer: the magnetic field DH at a point due to a current element IDL is dB equals mu naught by 4 pi multiplied by IDL bar cross R hat divided by R squared, or dB equals mu naught by 4 pi multiplied by IDL sin theta divided by R squared. Question 2. Polarization in electromagnetic wave is caused by. Answer: by the relative amplitudes and phase difference of two orthogonal components of the electric field, for example, Ex and Ey. Question 3. What is the MKS unit for permeability of medium? Answer: mu Henry per meter, written as H per meter. Question 4. For a short-circuited and open-circuited line, if their impedances are 5 ohm and 20 ohm, then characteristic impedance is. Answer: for a lossless line, Z0 equals square root of ZSC multiplied by ZOC equals square root of 5 times 20 equals square root of 100 equals 10 ohms. Question 5. What is the value of radiation resistance of a lambda over 2 antenna in free space? Answer: approximately, RR is approximately 73 ohms. Question 6. What is the unit of magnetic flux density? Answer: magnetic flux density, B, Tesla, T, that is, Weber per square meter, WB per square meter. Question 7. Write the expression for displacement current, current density form. Jd bar equals epsilon times partial E bar with respect to time. Total displacement current through a surface. Id equals epsilon multiplied by d phi E by dt. Question 8. Compare between lumped circuit and distributed circuit elements. Answer. Lumped elements. Physical size less than or equal to wavelength. Voltage and current assumed uniform over the element. R, L, C treated as concentrated at discrete points. Ordinary circuits. Distributed elements. Physical length comparable to wavelength. Voltage and current vary with position. R, L, G, C are distributed per unit length. Transmission lines. Question 9. What is the expression of propagation constant of a transmission line in terms of circuit parameters? Answer. Gamma equals alpha plus j beta equals square root of open bracket R plus j omega L close bracket multiplied by open bracket G plus j omega C close bracket. Question 10. What is the transmission coefficient when incident and the reflected voltage are given by 15 and 5 respectively? Answer. Reflection coefficient. Gamma equals VR by VI equals 5 by 15 equals 1 by 3. Voltage transmission coefficient. Tau equals VT by VI equals 1 plus gamma equals 1 plus 1 by 3 equals 4 by 3. 1 plus 1 by 3 equals 4 by 3, approximately 1.33. Question 11. What is the condition for circularly polarized wave traveling in Z direction? Answer. For circular polarization, mod EX equals mod EY, and the phase difference is plus or minus 90 degrees. Two orthogonal components, equal magnitude, quadrature phase. Question 12. Find the standing wave ratio when a load impedance of 250 ohms is connected to a 75 ohm line. Answer. Reflection coefficient. Mod gamma equals mod open bracket ZL minus Z naught divided by ZL plus Z naught close bracket equals mod 250 minus 75 divided by 250 plus 75 equals 175 by 325 equals 7 by 13. VSWR. SWR equals 1 plus modulus gamma divided by 1 minus modulus gamma equals 1 plus 7 by 13 divided by 1 minus 7 by 13 equals 20 by 13 divided by 6 by 13 equals 20 by 6 equals 10 by 3. Approximately 3.33 is to 1.